I love panto. I've been doing it all my career, and I think it's one of the greatest things for children to come and see at a very young age. Hopefully it will make them come to the theatre in the future. I'm so looking forward to coming to Woking and doing 2 weeks. I love this show, Sleeping Beauty. I've done it before and I'm really looking forward to doing it again. And I think for children it's a magical time. It's fairy stories, which they love. It's good against evil. The baddie always gets their comeuppance. So I think it's a wonderful time, and at Christmas time, what could be better? My first panto memory was at 4 years old. My grandfather and my mother took me to the Hackney Empire to see a panto. And so the story goes, apparently I stood in the aisle and sang all the songs and talked with everybody throughout the whole show, which I'm sure was really annoying for the company. And then went home and proceeded to do the whole pantomime again for my parents. And my grandfather said, "I think she's got the sawdust in her blood," and indeed he was right. And I've done panto, I think, most of my career. I started off as principal boy, and as Aladdin was the one I did most of, and then moved on to Wicked Queens, and I'm now doing Psychotic Fairies, so I've run the whole gamut. For me, panto's special, I suppose, because I'm an actress, and I feel that for children who love storytelling, I mean, mothers tell their children stories of a bedtime, and this is a wonderful story, as are all the fairy tales. And I think for children coming for the first time, it's a magical land, and if it's done properly, I think they will stay with theatre for the rest of their lives, and it's really important. So I feel happy to be part of the kind of company that's encouraging children to be a part of that. But it's very interesting because when I was playing sort of principal boys, they're the good guys. But the first baddie I ever played was in The Wizard of Oz, and I was terrified that they wouldn't boo me. Since then, I'm hooked on playing the baddie. I love it. I love it because it's such fun. You can be horrible, you can be lovely, you can make them laugh, you can make them sing, you can make them really have a good time. So for me, it's joyful, and it's time to give something back to children and lots of kids that are perhaps not very well, or families that have a sick child can bring their kids to the pantomime, and for a little while they forget their worries, and it's a place for people to come to be happy. TV is very different to pantomime. I mean, pantomime is different to working in the theatre because it's a kind of special brand of theatre, if you like. I think if panto is done well, it's an amazing thing to come and watch. Television, of course, you have the opportunity to try and get it right. On stage, especially in a pantomime, if it goes wrong, you have to deal with it right there and then, and you have to share it with all the children and the audience, and you have to kind of make it something that is funny, or is that you can enjoy and the audience can feel part of. Nothing is hidden from them. New Year's resolutions. Every year I make the same one, and I'm going to make it again this year. More patience, more tolerance.